It's devastating because my children walk our dog that same route every single day.
Right now, community members questioning their safety after the deadly crash in Cottage Grove. What they have to say.
Plus, day 2 of the conclave as we wait and watch for white smoke.
And we're opening up our Time for Kids digital playbook to help families understand and navigate the ever-expanding world of AI together. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning, live from our studio in Madison on a Thursday. I'm Kyrian Lee.
I'm Chris Stanford. Thank you so much for joining us. Got some stuff going on this morning. It's Pope Watch. We've already seen the black smoke come out this morning.
Yeah, the black smoke came out. They're not ready to decide just yet. They're not ready.
They're not done.
Not yet.
Not done for the day. Still have some more votes to cast. We'll get to all that in a moment. First, let's get you ready to step out the door. Meteorologist Savannah Brito, live outside here in Madison to let you know what you can expect. Hey there.
Hey guys, good morning. Still breezy. We saw that all day yesterday, and that's carrying over into the early morning hours. Our sustained winds around 10 miles per hour or so in Madison and most of southern Wisconsin, but allowing for cooler conditions. Not as cool as areas just north of here. Dane County, for the most part, is waking up to the lower 40s. We're at 40 in Madison, but just north, Watoma, Wisconsin Dells, Camp Douglas, Black River Falls, all down into the mid to upper 30s, and even cooler up across northern and central Wisconsin. We'll see that air get pulled all the way down here into southern Wisconsin, allowing for possible patchy frost overnight. We'll have those details and talk about the warm up after we see the mid 60s today, tomorrow into Mother's Day weekend coming up.
All right, we'll talk to you then. Thank you. This morning, an autopsy for the driver in the deadly Cottage Grove crash is underway. It comes after he died while in custody at the Dane County Jail. That crash at the end of April left local chiropractor and mother, Dr. Cammie Hansen, dead. It's left the local community in shock. Hansen, her son, and husband were out on a walk. Police say Jeffrey Andres hit the family with his car, killing Hansen, the family's dog, and sending her son to the hospital. Later, court documents revealed that Hansen's son was accused of sensitive crimes involving Andres' child. We asked locals how they're feeling.
It's devastating because my children walk our dog that same route every single day. And to know that something so close by, so horrible and horrendous is very scary.
Andres, who is facing 4 felony charges, including first-degree intentional homicide, died in the Dane County Jail on Tuesday.
Let's take a live look now at the Vatican City. Black smoke has already come out of the Sistine Chapel's chimney this morning. That signals the next pope has not yet been chosen. The 133 cardinals will resume this afternoon.
The black smoke yesterday prompted cheers and some signs of disappointment from the thousands of faithful gathered at St. Peter's Square. Columnist Michael Sean Winters predicts a new pope could be chosen by tomorrow. There are multiple rounds of votes happening today. Following the 2 morning ballots, there will be 2 more this afternoon. Experts have pointed out 3 prospective frontrunners. Those include Cardinals Pietro Parolin of Italy, Luis Antonio Tagale in the Philippines, and Pierre Battista Pizzaballa of Jerusalem. We'll continue to cover the conclave, and CBS News will as well. And we'll bring you the new identity of the Pope as soon as it is decided.
In more local news, the man accused in the death of 24-year-old Brooke Stratton is headed to trial. 25-year-old James Barnes Morris appeared in court yesterday for a preliminary hearing. His counsel entered a plea of not guilty. Madison police found Stratton's body in a pond on UW-Madison Arboretum property last October. No arraignment date has been set. Barnes Morris will remain in jail. He's held on a $1 million cash bond.
Congressman Derek Van Orden is rescheduling a virtual town hall after he says threats were made against his family. His staff says a letter was delivered to his D.C. office containing a credible threat made against his wife, children, and grandchildren. Details of the threat have not been revealed, however. Van Orden says that he has come under fire from Democrats for not holding in-person town halls. His office blames the alleged threat on radical and violent rhetoric from the far left.
Wisconsin lawmakers are introducing new bills that would boost military and youth group access in public schools. They're citing unequal treatment. One bill would ensure recruiters get time in school common areas. Another supports access for groups like Girl Scouts. Critics warn of blurred boundaries and lost local control. The bills come as the U.S. military and Wisconsin Army National Guard have fallen short of recruitment goals in recent years.
President Donald Trump teasing a big trade deal. In a social media post, he says the deal will be revealed this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time during a news conference. He wrote that it concerns a major trade deal with representatives of a big and highly respected country. A source familiar with the matter says that that's the UK. That might be a disappointment to many who view the tariff on China as the most damaging to the U.S. economy. Trump did say, though, that the deal would be the first of many. The UK is still an extremely important trade partner for the U.S.
The Federal Reserve is leaving its benchmark interest rate unchanged. That's despite public calls from President Trump for a rate cut. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell warns that there's still uncertainty over the president's tariffs policy. He says that the risk of inflation and higher unemployment has risen, while consumer and business sentiment has dropped. Artificial intelligence is changing how we work, learn, and communicate. And for a lot of kids, it's already a normal part of life. But for parents, keeping up can feel overwhelming. In this Time for Kids report, sponsored by SSM Health, I'll show you how parents and families can navigate the world of AI. From smart devices to schoolwork helpers, AI is everywhere. And while it's transforming childhood, it's also leaving parents with a tough question. How do we keep our kids safe?
AI, I think, is this generation's big breakthrough. I think every maybe 15, 20, 30 years there's a new really game-changing thing.
SSM Health child and adolescent psychiatrist Dr. Jeremy Chapman says AI, such as ChatGPT and video games,
yes, good job,
are now part of daily life for many kids, even if it's hard for adults to keep up.
There's understandable fear, technophobia, especially on the part of the grown-ups and adults who are used to how things were. And so they're wondering about how this is going to change everything.
And while AI creates powerful educational and creative uses, it can be dangerous, especially when it blurs the line between real and virtual.
There was a story not too long ago about a 14-year-old boy named Sewell Setzer, who was using not ChatGPT, but something called Character.ai. He's a 14-year-old boy with autism, maybe struggling socially, and would withdraw to his bedroom and spend hours at a time having conversations, deeper and deeper conversations with what to him felt like a real person. And one thing led to the next, and he took his own life.
It's a worst-case scenario, but a reminder that children's emotions are real, even if their digital relationships aren't.
We need to teach kids that artificial intelligence, although it's very, very realistic, is still artificial.
Kids may form emotional bonds with chatbots or characters.
But when the phone gets discovered and taken away, the child still is mourning a relationship that they had. So we have to allow space for that. Say, look, I know that you felt connected to this person, and I'm not going to dismiss that.
Dr. Chapman says AI is not all doom and gloom. He says if used wisely, AI can spark joy and connection.
I will, sometimes when I'm driving my children around town, we'll open up ChatGPT and say, hey, ChatGPT, tell us a story about a silly dad who always makes mistakes.
He says AI tools like ChatGPT can also be useful for even the youngest learners.
I will also actually use it for my 6-year-old. She started having this whole conversation with her about space and planets and colors, and it was engaging her, by the way, as a 6-year-old, so it can adjust itself.
Still, parents often don't have the time to understand every app or setting, so Dr. Chapman suggests leaning on teachers, therapists, and most importantly, your child. So rather than shielding kids from AI, Dr. Chapman says meet them where they are and help navigate it with empathy, structure, and support.
It's not going anywhere. So we need to shift our mindset from like, we have to take it away from our kids, prevent our kids from getting to it, into, all right, let's assume they have it, and how are we going to make it into the most positive experience we can?
And a great way to start having the discussion is by downloading our Time for Kids digital agreement. We have it right here. There are 6 sections on this agreement. Family communication about device use is necessary. Not all online content is appropriate for everyone. Security settings are important for online safety and privacy. The digital world is a place to have fun and be creative. Balance is important. And most importantly, kindness is key. key online. So you can have your kids sign this agreement once reviewing the importance of each section. It lists it all out there for parents, making it very easy. And you can find this by searching our Time for Kids section on our website, channel3000.com.
Yeah, family communication about the device use is necessary. Having a conversation about this, that's the first step and a really important one.
Yes, communication, very important. Yes, overall. But yes, you can find all of our details on channel3000.com.
All right, good stuff. Hey, get ready for tassels to turn. It's graduation weekend at UW-Madison. More than 9,000 students are set to receive their degrees. The main commencement ceremony for bachelor's, law, and master's degree candidates takes place Saturday. Camp Randall Stadium. Doors open at 10 a.m. Later in the day, the doctoral, MFA, and medical professionals, those are going to be celebrated at the Cole Center. Doors open there at 3:30. The celebration comes a lot of traffic. UW-Madison officials are asking guests to plan for congestion, road closures, and construction around campus. Many campus parking lots are going to be free all weekend, and a complimentary shuttle service will run to Camp Randall for the ceremony. Full details and events parking, you know where to find it. There's also a link at commencement.wisc.edu.
Yes, busy weekend in Madison. And of course, Josh will tell us more about the other things going on here in a little bit.
Yeah, we do have a lot going on. Savannah, how's the weather looking this weekend?
Well, the weekend's looking absolutely beautiful, guys. All of the weekend for Mother's Day, both Saturday and Sunday. We've just got a little bit cooler air that moves in for today and tonight. We'll talk about that coming up.
And a beautiful evening for Madison's first night market of the year. We're live on State Street with what's happening in 2025 beginning tonight. That's coming up next live in the 608.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Hey, we're back. Checking out what's going on in the 608. A lot going on in the 608 right now.
Yes, it is.
Including the Madison Night Market making its return for their first event of the season.
Our Josh Sprider is live on State Street this morning with a preview. Josh, how's it going out there?
Hey, beautiful morning, and it's going to be a beautiful evening for the first Madison Night Market of the year. This is going to be the place to be, and it's going to be special this year. It's actually a couple of weeks earlier than normal. We have Matt Trammell with the Madison Central Business Improvement District.
Very good.
I got it right. That's a lot of words.
Yes,
or the bid.
Yes, thank you.
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
You guys are super excited. We're here for 2025.
Yeah, and we did. We moved it up a couple weeks this year. A little risk on the weather, but it's going to be a beautiful night. We were celebrating UW graduates and students, so there'll be a lot of special UW-themed programming tonight, including Bucky will be in the 500 block.
Love that.
So great picture opportunity for all the graduates and students and family, and there'll be UW themes throughout. So very excited about it.
So you're sporting some new merch this morning.
Yeah, we are. Thank you. We have new hats and then new night market shirts. We'll actually be selling those at a merch tent here in Peace Park. So all the proceeds from those sales actually go right back into community programming right here in downtown Madison. So we're very excited about that.
Love that, because you guys are a nonprofit here
We
focusing on this area specifically.
Yeah, absolutely. We're here to support all the small businesses and the vendors who will be here tonight. There'll be over 100 of them, including food trucks. And so they'll be right here on Gilman and State. And then we have about 50 of the businesses coming out onto the street with all of their products as well. So it's going to be a fun night.
We have some video we want to show folks of prior events, because if folks have never been to a Madison Night Market, this is a big deal in these parts.
It is, yeah. Last year we drew somewhere between 15 and 20,000 people per event. So it's a big night, and it's a really great way to come out, support the small business community, and just be here with the live music and the food. It's really a fun night.
How much of an impact does an event like this have on these small businesses here in downtown?
It has a tremendous impact, especially at a time where, I think there's more people wanting to put money right back into their community, support their small businesses. Anytime we can host an event and bring out as many people as we do, give a platform for the local artists and craft vendors to really show their skills and their small businesses. It's a really great thing, yeah.
So this will be the first event of 2025. There's a lot to look forward to this year.
Lots to look forward to. This is our first of 5. There'll be another in June, in August, September, and October. And you can get all of that information and details at MadisonNightMarket.com.
You guys are excited. I know there's a lot of work that goes into this, a lot of volunteer, a lot of prep.
Yeah, tremendous amount of work. We have an ambassador staff We have an event company that we work with to put this on, and of course, all of the vendors and small businesses from State Street who are out here are all part of it. So yeah, it's an exciting time. A lot of work behind the scenes, but it all pays off when the night market actually comes out.
Well, we're looking forward to the first one tonight. Matt, thank you
too.
so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to learn more about the Madison Night Market and what's happening here in 2025, just go to the story up on channel3000.com. Tonight's the night, guys, and good thing Savannah's tracking a beautiful evening for her, too.
Yeah, it should be great. All right, Madison Night Market. I mean, it's another sign that the seasons have turned and, you know, summer's basically here. Thanks, Josh.
Well, let's check in with Savannah. What we got going?
Yeah, we are going to track nice temperatures once we get to later this evening. We are going to see a beautiful day ahead and then that carry over into tonight, but it is going to be a little bit cooler. We're at 41 right now. Some patchy frost and even a frost advisory is up well north of here, up near Stevens Point and Rhinelander. Those cool temperatures that are in the mid to even lower 30s are kind of going to continue to drop further south, and that's what we'll be waking up with tomorrow. But 41 for now. It's not a terrible start to our day. We will see temperatures rise into the mid 60s, which is at least still near normal, but definitely cooler than what we have been seeing the last several days. The difference is we had a lot of cloud cover yesterday, nothing but sunshine expected today, so enjoy that. It'll still be pretty breezy though. Winds since midnight have still been gusting to around 15 to 20 miles per hour, and that's really where we're going to head into the afternoon. This is a look at lunchtime, still showing gusts between 15 and up to 25 miles per hour. Once we get past 10 p.m., that's when winds are finally going to start to ease. But notice they're out of the northeast. That'll pull cooler air in the next couple of nights, really tonight into early Friday when patchy frost is going to be possible, even across southern Wisconsin. As far as rain chances go, we really don't have a lot to talk about. There might be a stray shower Friday night into Saturday, but our better chances, that's going to return Wednesday night into Thursday. So a very dry pattern until we get to that point in time. That cold front pushes further southwest, allowing our temperatures to fall at least into the mid 30s tonight. Our forecast low 35 in Madison, but it's not impossible. A couple of us do see the lower 30s, which is close to freezing level, and what up near Rhinelander is currently experiencing early this morning. 70 by tomorrow, so yes, it'll be a cool start, but temperatures will be very quick to warm Friday afternoon and even further into Mother's Day weekend. Both days look like we're going to be in the upper 70s, and that will carry over into early next week. Monday, the forecast high just shy of 80, and I do think really Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday, there's a good chance we top out at 80. More likely Wednesday into Thursday, and that's when we're going to be pretty active.
All right. Hey, if you don't have plans this weekend yet, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
There's no excuse.
You get so many options of things to do,
plenty
too.
of things.
All right, good stuff. Savannah, thank you. Still ahead, an elementary school turns into the Sistine Chapel and a new award category for the Golden Globes.
We're back right after this. All right, take a look here. This photo from Eddie says a little birdie enjoying sweet treats. What a nice photo. And look at that bird feeder there.
That's cool,
Pretty
isn't
cool.
it?
Yes. Seems like he gets lots of visitors all times of the year, so that's very nice. Eddie, thanks for sending that video. Keep sending those photos. Hashtag MyNews3Morning.
We love to see it. Okay, well, trending this morning, a kid conclave. Students at a Catholic school in Chicago are taking this historic moment to learn how a cardinal becomes pope, and the kids at Our Lady of Mount Carmel are all in. 20 kids campaigning to put on that white robe. They voted until someone got a 2/3 majority. So they're doing the whole thing here. You see, they got the hats, the robes, you know, all the special, even the white smoke.
Yes.
Look at the
cheering, the white
cheering
smoke.
Out. Don't you just love this?
Yes, I mean, it's a good learning opportunity also. It makes learning fun, you know, in a different way.
Exactly, active and something they'll always remember.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. Congratulations to the kid who was
became pope of the school.
Pope now.
Yes.
It's a big responsibility. Hey, Golden Globes, still several months out, but they're making news this morning. They've got a new category, Best Podcast of the Year. It expands the Golden Globes from honoring just TV and film now to other media. The organization says the podcast category is going to recognize audio and video podcasts that have made a significant impact over the previous year. 6 nominees chosen among the top 25 most popular podcasts. The award will debut in the 2026 Golden Globes in January. Golden Globes getting into podcasting. What do we think about this?
I think it's going to be a problem.
Hard. Only 25. I mean, there are
There's thousands.
many podcasts out there.
Thousands of podcasts, and everyone has something to say. Everyone thinks theirs is the best. So I'll be interested to see how they narrow this down to just 25.
Yeah.
Right, kind of like a popularity contest. If you're only choosing from the 25, the highest listened to podcast. And then, of course, I'm sure we'll talk about who got snubbed and why, and no, it's political and everything else. But
all the things.
Yeah, well, at least we've got a warmer weather pattern to talk about, 70s and 80s, aside of what we'll see today. We'll talk about the cooler pattern and then Mother's Day weekend.
This morning, more information on the people involved in a stabbing turned homicide.
Plus, the Papal Conclave continues. We'll have the latest from Vatican City.
And we're opening up our Time for Kids digital playbook to help families understand and navigate the ever-expanding world of AI together.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrie Lee. Thanks for waking up with us. So one more day till Friday, and the weather's feeling good, looking good. Sunshine up over us this morning. This is what I've been waiting on.
I know everything's
This
nice
is
and
it.
green outside. The temperatures are so comfortable these days, and we get some more in the forecast. Let's check in with Savannah Brito, who's outside in that nice weather this morning. How's it feeling? What can we expect today?
Yeah, guys, well, it's a little breezy outside and cool, but not as cool as what we're tracking for tomorrow morning. I've been debating if I want to pull out my winter coat for one more morning because temperatures are going to be in the lower to mid 30s tonight into early tomorrow. Patchy frost is possible, but we do have a breezy start to our day. Winds peaking at about 25 to 30 miles per hour. Those are gusts since midnight, and we're down to the lower 40s in Dane County. Not terrible. This is at least near where we should be for this time of year, but up north of here, we've even got temps down into the lower or mid to upper 30s, and that's what we're going to see overnight. Most of us fall into the mid 30s, allowing for patchy frost to develop, I would say, into early morning hours, 3 to 4 in the morning, and continue through about early to mid morning tomorrow. It will be a bit cooler as a whole today, 64, but then we've got a big warm up to talk about coming up.
Savannah, thank you. All right, let's take another live look at the Vatican this morning. Earlier today, we saw that black smoke come out of the Sistine Chapel chimney here, signaling that no one was elected in the second or third ballot rounds.
That's right. Right now, no one received the necessary 2/3 needed to become Pope, so the 133 cardinals will resume their discussion this afternoon.
Catholics around the world have opinions, of course, on who the next Pope should be. That includes people here in Madison. Some Catholic students on UW's campus say they'd like to see a Pope be less politically divisive.
And those things are important, right? There is a moral side to the gospel. But in the end, what really matters is that people fall in love with the gospel, and those other issues will take care of themselves.
I would like to see more traditional, more, but it's still keeping the heart of the church sound. But at the end of the day, it's Jesus' church.
Regardless of the Pope's views, the new pontiff will still need to appeal to the younger generation. We'll, of course, be keeping our eye on what's going on at the conclave all morning, along with CBS News.
In local news, we're learning new details about a deadly stabbing at Monkey Shine's Bar in Fitchburg. The Dane County Medical Examiner identified the victim as Myron Dunlap. Fitchburg police say the suspect is Rodney Golden. He is in the Dane County Jail. Police say Dunlap and Golden knew each other. Police say a dispute began inside the bar and continued into the parking lot where the stabbing happened.
That disturbance continued into the parking lot and ended with a 39-year-old man receiving what would become fatal stab wounds. A search warrant was executed at the residence in Sun Prairie, and a rifle and nearly 500 grams of fentanyl were recovered. Investigators are now looking into the source of the firearm and narcotics.
Fitchburg police say the investigation is ongoing. We'll keep you updated as we gather more information both on air and online at channel3000.com.
The Wisconsin teenager accused of killing his parents as part of a plan to assassinate President Trump has pleaded not guilty. 17-year-old Nikita Kassup was in court yesterday. He's charged with 9 felonies, including murder and hiding a corpse. Prosecutors say he killed his mother and stepfather February 11th and lived with their bodies for nearly 2 weeks. Officers found Kassup in Kansas. Federal authorities say it was all part of a plot to assassinate President Trump and overthrow the government.
In Superior, Wisconsin, a 13-year-old boy is in custody after shooting at deputies at least 3 times. Douglas County Sheriff's deputies say they responded last night to reports of an out-of-control child throwing and breaking things. At first contact, the boy told deputies he would have to shoot them. Then the boy came outside with a long gun and fired at a deputy taking cover. One deputy reported a shot going over their head. After an hour, police took the boy into custody.
Families in the Waunakee Community School District will soon be able to track their child's school bus in real time. They'll do it through a new app called My Ride K-12. Peace of mind, the ultimate goal here for implementing the app, along with other safety upgrades. Superintendent Dr. Monica Kelsey Brown says that in her 9 months on the job, there has been one incident where a bus didn't finish its route at the correct school, but she says that is one too many. Parents say they're looking forward to the addition, especially for the winter months.
Putting him on the bus by himself makes me nervous. Having the app would enable us to better be prepared. It would be nice in those instances to know if they're just running late so we can watch and see when they're on their way to us, and then we can be outside on time without having to freeze in the winter.
District officials say the app will not track individual students. Each bus is also set for upgrades to its internal and external security cameras. That app is going to be available to families next school year.
Artificial intelligence is changing how we work, learn, and communicate. And for a lot of kids, it's already a normal part of life. But for parents, keeping up can feel overwhelming. In this Time for Kids report, sponsored by SSM Health, I'll show you how parents and families can navigate the world of AI.
From smart devices to schoolwork helpers, AI is everywhere. And while it's transforming childhood, it's also leaving parents with a tough question. How do we keep our kids safe?
AI, I think, is this generation's big breakthrough. I think every maybe 15, 20, 30 years there's a new, really game-changing thing.
SSM Health child and adolescent psychiatrist Dr. Jeremy Chapman says AI, such as ChatGPT and video games,
Yes. Good job.
are now part of daily life for many kids, even if it's hard for adults to keep up.
There's understandable fear, technophobia, especially on the part of the grown-ups and adults who are used to how things were. And so they're wondering about how this is going to change everything.
And while AI creates powerful educational and creative uses,
It can be dangerous, especially when it blurs the line between real and virtual.
There was a story not too long ago about a 14-year-old boy named Sewell Setzer who was using not ChatGPT, but something called character.ai. He's a 14-year-old boy with autism, maybe struggling socially, and would withdraw to his bedroom and spend hours at a time having conversations, deeper and deeper conversations with what to him felt like a real person. And one thing led to the next, and he took his own life.
it's a worst-case scenario, but a reminder that children's emotions are real, even if their digital relationships aren't.
We need to teach kids that artificial intelligence, although it's very, very realistic, is still artificial.
Kids may form emotional bonds with chatbots or characters.
But when the phone gets discovered and taken away, the child still is mourning a relationship that they had. So we have to allow space for that. Say, look, I know that you felt connected to this person, and I'm not going to dismiss that.
Dr. Chapman says AI is not all doom and gloom. He says if used wisely, AI can spark joy and connection.
I will, sometimes when I'm driving my children around town, we'll open up ChatGPT and say, hey, ChatGPT, tell us a story about a silly dad who always makes mistakes.
He says AI tools like ChatGPT can also be useful for even the youngest learners.
I will also actually use it for my 6-year-old. She started having this whole conversation with her about space and planets and colors, and it was engaging her, by the way, as a 6-year-old, so it can adjust itself.
Still, parents often don't have the time to understand every app or setting, so Dr. Chapman suggests leaning on teachers, therapists, and most importantly, your child. So rather than shielding kids from AI, Dr. Chapman says meet them where they are and help navigate it with empathy, structure, and support.
It's not going anywhere. So we need to shift our mindset from like, we have to take it away from our kids, prevent our kids from getting to it, into, all right, let's assume they have it, and how are we going to make it into the most positive experience we can?
And a great way to start having the discussion is by downloading our Time for Kids digital agreement. There are 6 sections here that you can take a look at. Family communication about device use is necessary. Not all online content is appropriate for everyone. Security settings are important for online safety and privacy. The digital world is a place to have fun and be creative. Balance is important and kindness is key. So you can have your kids, you can have them sign this agreement at the bottom after you've reviewed each section. And we go in great detail here in this agreement. And you can find this on our website under our Time for Kids section on our Channel 3000 website.
Yeah, but meeting them where they're at, understanding it's not going anywhere, starting the conversation. I think those are 3 big important takeaways.
Yes, and we go through this each generation. There's something new, so we just got to adapt as we go. Adapt as we go. Definitely. All right. Well, let's check in with Savannah to see how things are going out there.
Well, good morning, guys. We're going to see temperatures climb into the mid-60s, which is a little bit below average, not far off, though. And then a beautiful Mother's Day ahead. We'll have those details coming up.
And we're live on the top of State Street this morning, gearing up for the first Madison Night Market of the year. I'm Josh Brighter live with those new details coming up next in the 608.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Good morning and welcome back. It's been breezy. That yesterday carried over into tonight and early this morning. Peak winds gusting after midnight up to 15 to 25 miles per hour. And that's really where we're going to stay through the afternoon. And then by the late evening, early nighttime hours, some of these winds start to slowly die down. It doesn't get till after midnight that we see them come down completely to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. With the light winds, clear skies that we're going to see, and temperatures falling, some patchy frost is possible overnight, so be sure to cover up any sensitive vegetation or bring any potted flowers or vegetables, things like that, inside if you can. We're at 41 right now, but look at upstate. Stevens Point's at 38. Rhinelander all the way down to 32, and Ironwood even at 26. We are going to see the cool temperatures that are in the UP, northern and central Wisconsin, get down into southern Wisconsin tonight. So we won't be waking up to the 40s. In fact, some of us near Watoma, Camp Douglas, Black River Falls, and La Crosse are already into the upper 30s this morning. Any frost advisories are all confined to central and northern Wisconsin. Well north of here, that's where the cooler temperatures pretty much are this morning. But the cold front, that'll come through later today and tonight, dropping us down into the mid-30s, at least across southern Wisconsin. I do think some of us could even fall close to freezing level, which is 32, in the lower 30s tonight. Then that'll be brief, though. Tomorrow, highs climb right back up to 70. Mother's Day is looking great still. And then even all of next week, we are going to be dealing with well above average temperatures. Dry during this time frame. Can't rule out a stray shower Friday night into Saturday. I think our better rain chances come through towards the end of the 10-day forecast I'm about to show. We start to get back to an active pattern out over the Great Plains, the Pacific Northwest, and eventually that'll shift a little closer to us. So near normal precipitation gets in by early next week, but I think we're roughly dry speaking until about Wednesday and Thursday next week. Highlighting Thursday could have a little bit more of an active pattern with some thunderstorms, but we have plenty of sunshine that we're going to see up until then. 78 this Sunday with lots of sun for Mother's Day. I do think a couple areas probably going to top out at 80. That'll be more likely next week on Wednesday and Thursday. With that cold front, that'll be the reason why we drop between Thursday and Friday next week, but also why we could see some isolated thunderstorms as well.
All right, so while we have the nice weather, we still have to watch out for those storms because it's the season.
Exactly, it's spring. Yeah, May's in full swing now.
Yes, but at least the temps are looking good. Still happy, still
and we
happy.
got sunshine till then. So.
All right, perfect. Savannah, thank you.
We're looking for some Plan My Day videos. We'd love for you to record one and send it our way. Just share your name, where you're at, and then upload it to the website, the First Warn Weather app, Facebook Messenger, or email. Savannah will give you a personalized forecast, and then watch to see if you come on the air.
Well, let's switch gears here now. In the 608, the Madison Night Market makes its return today for the first event of the season.
Josh Brighter's on State Street this morning to give us a preview. Good morning, Josh.
Hey, good morning to you guys. We've moved to the top of State Street to give you a little bit more of the corridor this morning. And our city crews, they're busy at work. We love our Madison crews getting ready for that first Madison Night Market of the year. Matt Trammell is with the Madison Central Business Improvement District. Matt, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Boy, this is going to be the place to be tonight. They're already out here getting it all nice and clean for folks to come on out and enjoy local businesses.
Yeah, it's going to be a great night. We moved it up a couple weeks earlier this year. This is going to be great weather, but we're celebrating University of Wisconsin students and graduation. You know, there's a lot of families in town, so there's going to be University of Wisconsin themed throughout. We're going to have Bucky down in the 500 block, the balloon sculpture, take family photos, and then it's also UW Health Celebration Week. It's Nurses Week, so we're celebrating our UW Health nurses. There's going to be discounts for them all throughout the market, and of course hundreds of vendors and food trucks and live music. It's going to be a great night.
I love your new focuses for this event because that's what it's all about, is celebrating this wonderful community.
Absolutely, yeah. So not only that, but the small business community that's so important to downtown Madison. We have 50 of our local businesses coming out in front of their shops, mixing with the vendors, and of course live music really celebrates our local artists, and all the vendors are really craft oriented, so jewelry, art, baked goods, so really a great celebration night for everybody to come out. And in fact, this year we have something else new. We're going to have a family activity zone right here at the top of State Street on the Capitol Square area. There's going to be some fitness challenges, so if the kids want to battle their parents, they can do that. We're going to have the Madison Reading Project, another local nonprofit here that we love. So yeah, it really is about community.
We have some video we want to show folks because if people have never been to this Madison Night Market, this is a big deal, and this means big business for these local businesses that need our support.
It does. It does. It's so important that we all come out and support them, particularly you know, as things are really starting to bounce back down here downtown. You see a lot of new businesses coming in, so there's a vibrancy that comes with the night market that really you can't get anyplace else, and it really is a great way to show that you support the community and really to be among the roughly 15 to 20,000 people who are going to be out here tonight, so it's going to be great. Yeah.
This is exciting stuff. I mean, you think we're 5 years past the pandemic, and these businesses felt that hit.
They did.
And here we are, and folks are coming back out. They want to support these businesses doing amazing things.
That's right. Yeah, we see more pedestrian traffic back to where it was pre-pandemic. Of course, this really is the heart and soul of the Madison community, so we see a lot of new businesses starting here, so yeah, it's a very exciting time.
All right, so this is the first of many night markets of the year happening tonight.
It's the first of many, and in fact tonight for the first time we'll be selling Madison Night Market t-shirts and hats. We'll be down in Peace Park selling those, but all the proceeds go right back into the community programming that we do down here in downtown Madison. For all of the information, go to MadisonNightMarket.com.
All right, Matt. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And beautiful evening. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
We're looking forward to it. If you'd like to learn more about the Madison Night Market, including the times, those businesses taking part, just go to the story up on channel3000.com, guys.
All right, Josh Breider, thank you. Josh is always looking for inspirational stories to share in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him at inthe608@WISC-TV.com.
Well, coming up in the morning sprint, the White House proposal that's out of this world.
If you have a little kiddo turning 3 soon, send us a picture. We'll share it on TV. We're back with the sprint next. 6:53 time for the morning sprint.
This morning, an autopsy for the driver in the deadly Cottage Grove crash is underway. Jeffrey Indris died on Tuesday while in custody at the Dane County Jail. He was facing several charges related to the crash that killed chiropractor and mom, Cammie Hansen. On Monday, prosecutors upped his charges from reckless to intentional homicide. Court documents revealed that Hansen's son is accused of sensitive crimes involving Indris' child. Indris learned of the case hours before the crash.
We're keeping our eye on Vatican City this morning, where the search for a new pontiff continues today. We've already seen black smoke come out of the chimney, saying no one has been elected on the second or third ballots. No one received the necessary 2/3 to become Pope, so the 133 cardinals will try again this afternoon.
We now know more about the people involved in a stabbing turned homicide at Monkey Shine's bar in Fitchburg. The Dane County Medical Examiner identified the victim as Myron Dunlap. Fitchburg police say the suspect is Rodney Golden, who is in the Dane County Jail. Officers say Dunlap and Golden knew each other. They say a dispute began inside of the bar and led outside to the parking lot. Police say the investigation is ongoing.
The man charged in the death of 24-year-old Brooke Stratton will go to trial. 25-year-old James Barnes Morris appeared in court yesterday for a preliminary hearing. A not guilty plea was entered on his behalf. Madison police found Stratton's body in a pond on the UW-Madison Arboretum property October 3rd. No arraignment date has been set.
The Wisconsin teen accused of killing his parents as part of a plan to assassinate President Donald Trump has pleaded not guilty. 17-year-old Nikita Kassup is facing 9 felony charges, including murder and hiding a corpse. Court documents say he's accused of killing his mother and stepfather and living with the bodies for nearly 2 weeks. Officers found Kassup in Kansas.
The White House's 2026 budget proposal includes increased funding for Mars-related projects. That means NASA could consider launching rockets to the Red Planet as soon as next year. 2026 and 2028 are when Earth and Mars are closest. That makes them optimal years for launching missions.
President Donald Trump is teasing a big trade deal. In a social media post, he says the deal will be revealed this morning around 9 a.m. our time. He wrote, "It concerns a major trade deal with representatives of a big and highly respected country." A source familiar with the matter says that country is the UK. Trump says that this deal would be the first of many.
New analysis shows the number of measles cases reported in the U.S. this year just surpassed 1,000. It's likely to be the worst year for measles in the U.S. since it was declared eliminated in the year 2000. Many experts think the actual number of cases is probably higher. They say early symptoms can resemble other illnesses, and most modern doctors haven't seen measles firsthand.
Well, temperatures are in the 40s across most of southern Wisconsin this morning, but we're going to fall even cooler tonight, down to 35. Patchy frost is possible. And then we've got much warmer nighttime temperatures and daytime highs, 70 with sun tomorrow. Good Mother's Day, and then 80s, upper 70s, lower 80s all of next week.
All right, I've been enjoying taking walks this past week.
I know, it's been so nice.
Yes, so get out and about and enjoy it.
Whatever you can do to get outside.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with a shot from State Street.